קבוצת הפלונג גונג בסין נתונים לטענתם לרדיפה מתמשכת כבר שנים. ועד עשו השלטונות בסין את פעולתם ככת מסוכנת, נפוצו במערב דיווחים על התנכלויות, מעצרים ואלימות קשה. כעת מתפרסם דוח מזעזע לפיו חברי הכת שנעצרו בסין נותחו בעל כורחם, ואיברים שנלקחו מהם נמכרו להשתלות, בין היתר באזרחי מדינות שהמערב, אזרחי מדינות המערב שנזקקו לאיברים האלה. בישראל נמצא כעת דוקטור צ'ארלס לי, בכיר בתנועה מכונה גם פלון דאפה. הוא מתאר 3 שנים קשות במחנה עבודה בסין, עבודות פרך, שטיפות מוח וחינוך מחדש. רק לחץ דיפלומטי ממושך הביא לשחרורו. מוקדם יותר שוחחנו עמו. Dr. Charles Lee, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Mr. Hart.
Tell us about your personal encounter with the Chinese government.
The Communist Party of China, they started the persecution of Falun Gong in 1999, and they have made a lot of lies, trying to make excuse for their persecution. So I went back trying to use the TV network to broadcast our programs, reviewing the persecution and also the truth about Falun Gong. And then I was arrested because of that. They had a show trial, but at the trial I was not allowed to defend myself. I was not allowed to review and to show the evidence which can prove my innocence either.
How did they treat you in prison?
Yeah, they arrested me and they had a show trial, and which was totally unlawful, and then they sentenced me unlawfully to 3 years in jail. And they threw me into jail and tried to force me to accept the unlawful verdict, and also tried to force me to give up Falun Gong. And they used a lot of things, a lot of evil ways to put pressure on me. They have used brainwash all the time. They forced me to watch those anti-Falun Gong programs, and then they also forced me to do slave labors.
But you are an American citizen. Wasn't that of any help?
That is one of the reasons why the Chinese authorities did not torture me to death. But if I were a Chinese citizen, things could be much. There have been 3,000 Falun Gong practitioners who have been tortured to death. We know their names, we know addresses, we know how they have been tortured to death. The Chinese communists use Falun Gong practitioners as a kind of live body pool, and to harvest the organs when they are alive, and they use these kind of organs for transplantation operations to make a huge profit. And this crime has been going on for several years. And in China, if you go to China to have a kidney transplantation, you only wait for a week. But if you are in America or in other countries, you have to wait for 3 years or even longer, because there are not that many people to donate their organs for transplantation. But in
Actually,
China,
this week there is an international heed to that apparent atrocity that Falun Gong followers are being executed and the organs are being sold.
Now, it's not just an assumption, because we have witnesses. We have people who escaped from China, told the story, and we also have evidence that more than 50,000 Falun Gong practitioners have been missing. We do not know where they are, and nobody can find their traces.
When you see the constantly improving relationship between China and the West, what does it make you feel?
I think because the Chinese Communist Party has been conducting this kind of crime against conscience, and many people they go to China to invest their money to do business with Chinese Communist Party just for the sake of money. I think all people in this world should come to their conscience to should stand up to say no to this kind of crimes against the conscience. Say no to the Communist Party to stop this crime.
Well, this is definitely disturbing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
ועוד בעניין זכויות האדם בסין, חופש הדעת המוגבל מאוד מקשה גם על מעט הנוצרים שחיים שם לקיים את אורח החיים שהיו מעוניינים בו. כתב רשת סקאי דומיניק וגהורן הצליח למצוא קהילה אחת כזו קטנה ונסתרת.
In secret. Our Christian contact says we should move quickly. In the slum alleys of his parish, preacher Zhang Ming-Xuan never knows when police are watching. Despite government harassment, his small shack of a church is packed. They may not look like criminals, but everyone here is at risk of being arrested for attending an illegal church. Their preacher is a fiery Islam evangelist. Your rights come from God, he tells them, and no one else.
In this country, there is no religious freedom. But even without freedom, I have to follow Jesus' teachings and help more and more people to see the light.
Today, another 3 converts are baptized into the church. Can you stand up for your faith against the police, they're asked. Christianity's exploding popularity has the Chinese government worried and desperate to control it. There are now more Christians in China than Communist Party members. China is continuing to lock up Christians because of their religion. Su Yonghai was sent to labor camps twice for practicing his faith.
The government can't control underground churches, so it wants to get rid of them. The first time I was sent to prison, it was for calling on people to start underground churches. The second time I was arrested was for speaking out about how churches had been knocked down.
We had to meet away from his home because after 3 years behind bars, Su is still under police surveillance. Because of their religion, hundreds of Christians remain in jail, some facing the death penalty, others victims of torture, while millions live with the fear of arrest and harassment, forced to worship in secret. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News, Beijing.
בשגרירות סין בישראל אומרים לנו שבארצם יש חופש פולחן מוחלט באשר לפלון גונג. הם רעים ומכחישים בשגרירות את הדיווחים על קטיעת איברים מכל וכול. כמו כן שלחו לנו שורה של ציטוטים מדברי מנהיגי התנועה שלדעתם מבטאים כפירה ברעיונות שלהם מבוססת הרפובליקה העממית של סין. העובדה שהיהודים נהנים מחופש פולחן מוחלט מעיד על הסובלנות של הסינים כלפי כל הדתות, חוץ מהפלון גונג, שהיא כאמור תנועה של אנשים רשעים כאן אצלנו בתל אביב. עניין